What inspired you to start fasting?
What inspired me was that I had the chance to meet a few people who said they could go without food for a certain amount of days, or even permanently. As I'm curious, I experimented in my own way, and that's it. And without going that far, I realized I could go without food for a few days or even months, and even 1 week without both food and water.
Can you tell us a bit more in depth about your experience?
Well, my experience started with a 3-day water fast, which I extended to 7 days. After that, I discovered dry fasting. I tried 1 or 2 days. Then I managed to arrive to 7 or 8 days with rest period between. Then I tested also longer fast with water or liquids for up to 45 days. I also did water fast, just drinking water for at least 3 weeks. And then I also practice intermittent fasting, eating 1 or 2 meals a day and having at least a 16-hour break from food.
Can you tell us more about water fasting? Some people don't know what it is. You mentioned water.
Liquid or water fasting mean consuming liquids. Technically, all liquids are allowed, but it depends on how you feel. For real benefits, I would say that it's better to stick to broth, vegetable juice, not vegetable puree or similar things. Avoid seasoning like salt, pepper, oil, or spices. For the sugar side, you could have some fruit juice, but very diluted, a bit of water with honey if needed. Depends on you feel, but the main drink for human is water.
Can you talk about what the benefits fasting has brought you?
The first benefit is a huge time saver. If you are not eating, you are not shopping, cooking, or preparing dishes. So it's free up you a lot of time. Beyond that, it depends on where you're starting from. It can give you a boost of energy, a bit of cleanse or mental clarity. It can even lead to spiritual experience depending on what you're going through. In Germany, they also managed to heal psychosomatic illness after a few weeks of fasting. So anything is possible, but it's a personal and inner journey.
Donc voilà, tout est possible, mais bon, c'est un chemin personnel et puis à la fois intérieur. Voilà.
If you had advice for a beginner, what would you say?
First, listen to your body. It's about trusting your body and life again, not necessarily external sources. Everyone should assess how they feel. Fasting can be like training. It's good to reduce certain food gradually, what we call a dietary descent. For example, 1 week you can skip meat, the next you can avoid alcohol, then you eat fruit and vegetable only, then just soup or broth, and eventually just water. The longer the fast is, the more gently you should reintroduce food. It's kind to the body and more pleasant. The body can handle extremes, but it might cause discomfort, so be gentle and listen to yourself.
Pour le corps, c'est plus agréable. Après, le corps est capable de passer d'un extrême à l'autre, mais voilà, c'est sûr que ça risque de faire beaucoup d'inconfort. Bon, après, il faut être à l'écoute. Donc, voilà, se traiter avec douceur.
What are the common mistakes to avoid when starting to fast?
Maybe setting overly ambitious goals or forcing yourself, thinking, oh, that person fasts for so many days or they don't eat anymore, so I want to do that. If you push too hard, you risk getting stuck. If you set a mental limit like, oh, I can't eat for more than 18 hours, so you will likely eat again after 18 hours because you've programmed yourself that way. Just listen to yourself, trust your body, and go gently. Fasting should bring you well-being.
Puis y aller en douceur, hein, c'est quelque chose qui doit vous apporter un bien, un bien-être. Donc voilà, voilà.
How can fasting strengthen your autonomy against overconsumption and social pressures? Societal pressures.
By definition, if you trust your body and your inner self, you rely less on external things. If you can go without food or water for a while, no matter what happens, say you are lost in a forest or on a hike for days with no one knowing where you have the resource to survive. It builds confidence in yourself, in life, and in your body. If you give your body crutches, it adapts to them. So being autonomous is very valuable.
Okay. What complementary rituals or practices would you recommend alongside fasting?
Well, it's up to each person. If you're pausing food intakes to let nature take its course, adding modern life distraction can be counterproductive. Gentle activities like meditation, walking, or yoga are fine, but without excess. It depends on what you feel like doing. When you have time, especially in a society where we're always running, you might want to catch up something like reading or walking. Just avoid sudden effort and listen to your body.
C'est vous qui sentez votre corps, mais voilà, évitez les efforts brusques et autres. Voilà.
Okay. For those who are hesitant or fearful about fasting, what would you say to them?
Fear comes often from others' perspective. Society pushes us toward abundance and fears of deficiency. Living with less isn't common, but it's not really deprivation. It's a return to a more natural way of living, in tune with your body rhythms. Explain that it's an experience and that you don't have to go far. Skipping 1, 2, or 3 meals is already a good start if you eat normally 3 times a day. It happens gradually. If you're thin, people might worry about your health, but reassure them it's temporary and you're just exploring to feel more comfortable in your body or rediscover a natural cycle lost in a society that pushes for more.
Ça dépend d'où vous partez. Si vous êtes tout maigre ou autre, c'est sûr que les gens vont peut-être avoir peur pour votre santé en disant t'es déjà maigre comme un clou, des trucs. Donc, mais bon, rassurez-les en disant c'est pas longtemps. Et puis voilà, j'ai envie de tester un petit peu ça, d'être à l'aise dans mon corps ou de redécouvrir des cycles naturels que on a un peu perdu en étant dans une société qui nous pousse à plus.
Okay. Someone with a dynamic lifestyle was advised by a therapist to eat small meals every 2 hours. What do you think of that?
Well, it depends on the context. In our countries with winter, no animal or human beings naturally eats every 2 hours. It seems unnatural. We know that overeating can lead to drowsiness due to digestion. Splitting meal can prevent this energy loss, but fasting also brings energy boost because the body works naturally. So it really depends on people. So it depends.
Thank you.
Souvent, quand on jeûne, on a aussi des regains d'énergie parce que le corps refonctionne à sa façon naturelle. Donc voilà.
Merci. One last key message to inspire or encourage our followers to try fasting. Can they contact you?
Yes, of course, they can contact me. In our civilized societies, we are always pushed toward more with fear of lack. I think many people would benefit from a bit less, a certain sobriety. They'd feel much better. It's a personal journey, so trust yourself. The human body has been here for a long time. If you are in harmony with your environment, it might require less speed, less rush, and embracing the natural and the living.
Ça fait un paquet de temps que l'homme est ici. Bah voilà, si on est en accord avec son environnement, ça demande peut-être effectivement moins de vitesse, moins de précipitation, et puis bah, accueillir le naturel et le vivant, quoi. Voilà.
Thanks for answering our questions.
My pleasure. Let me know if you need further assistance or adjustments.